Hello guys, this is Jim here and welcome back to the next cryptocurrency episode. Today we are going to be talking about IOTA, which is the fourth largest cryptocurrency based on market capitalization. So as we can see here, IOTA has done really well in the past week or so. It has in fact made maybe 3 times gains, 300% gains, and I feel like this is going to be making even more in the future. So I'm going to be making a video today about it. Currently the price is $4.64 per IOTA, and it has a pretty large 24-hour volume of just under $750 million. Now, if we go onto IOTA, we can see that obviously it has grown kind of exponentially recently. I was lucky to buy back around this stage here, which was so lucky looking at the price now. I don't know what I'd be without IOTA now, because IOTA's made me a lot of money. But as we can see, if we have a look, it's been pretty steady all the way until here. They released a few partners, they've got a few things going on, and I'm going to be talking about that in today's episode, and also should you invest into it. Now, if we go all the way back here, the price, I think the lowest it got was, I think, 15 cents. Yeah, we can see it down there, 15 cents. Now, imagine buying in back down there at 15 cents, and it's now worth around $4.50. Yeah, it says $4.69 on here, which is actually a pretty good price. If we go onto markets here, then the Coin One, which is the Korean exchange, back a few days ago, that was up around $1 billion. They were buying and selling a lot of IOTA, and the price got to, I think, nearly $9 as well, which is pretty insane. Binance as well, that is where I have mine. And Bitfinex. Currently there is no Bittrex, but I'm going to be talking about that later on in today's episode as well. So if we go up onto the price here of IOTA, it has been pretty steady today, obviously starting off down there. It's been not really doing too much, apart from it has been increasing in price, because also Bitcoin's kind of been going up as well, apart from the kind of pullback it had earlier today. But as you can see on the 1 minute, it does fluctuate a lot. You can make some pretty nice swing trades here, making maybe 500 to 1,000 Satoshi profits per one. Now, what is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is 100 millionth of a Bitcoin. This here is 31,478 Satoshis. That's what the price is at the moment. And then the dollar value there. So mainly those people who are investing in cryptocurrency do actually care more about the Satoshi value. What percentage of a Bitcoin is it? And hopefully that'll increase. And therefore, if that's increasing, then the dollar value will probably also increase, as Bitcoin currently normally just goes up. But this here is how it's gone over the last few days. I've actually been swing trading this quite a lot coming down here. I've made quite a lot of IOTAs doing it, and yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Now, what is the difference between a IOTA and a MIOTA? So as you can see here, this is all the different denominations kind of the IOTA and the PETA IOTA, which is the highest one, which there are in fact only 2.7 of. So as we can see, most are traded in mega IOTAs or MIOTAs, but that you can get lower, kind of like kilo IOTAs and also IOTAs. So let's say I have 1,000 mega IOTAs, so that'd be worth about $4,500. I don't have that amount, I may have more, I may have less, but let's just say I have 1,000 mega IOTAs. So what that would mean you had 1 giga IOTA, that would mean you would have 1 million kilo IOTAs and 1 billion IOTAs. Now, an IOTA is the lowest denomination of currency you can get, but each one is worth fractions of cents, so they're not really worth trading in. And there'll be a link to the IOTA Twitter. So next up, what we are going to look at is the white paper. There'll be a link to this in the description, and the white paper is pretty much all about the Tangle. Now, this is their kind of version of the block. It's not really their version of the blockchain, but it's their competitor to the blockchain. Now, what's good about the Tangle is that it has 0 transaction fees. It is infinitely expandable. With the more people that use it, then the quicker it is going to get. Now, as we can see, this is a mock-up kind of like the Tangle here, and now every single transaction that comes in, it verifies the 2 transactions before, as you can see it from the 2 angles. And this one here is obviously showing a lot more transactions, how it would work. It's not all going straight, but they're all going in weird patterns. And there'll be a link in the description of the Tangle and how it works and everything like that, because it's really interesting. If you are interested in that kind of stuff, then I'd definitely go check it out. Now, in the next month, as you can see on the cryptocurrency calendar, for which there will also be a link down in the description, there are a lot of things coming up for IOTA. Now, as you can see, they have a data marketplace in connected industry with our partners Bosch and Microsoft. So we have some pretty big companies as partners. Microsoft, one of the biggest companies on earth, and they have another meetup on the 14th. So I feel like the value is going to grow over these. Hopefully something good comes out of them. And there's obviously got a load of meetups, which are just meetups. They've had Moscow, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Singapore, and I think they also had London, which was on their Twitter. Now, as we can see over on Google Trends, in the last couple of days, well, since the 2nd of December, look how much it's grown. Oh my gosh, so that is pretty much the search volume over the last year, and as we can see, it's gone up a lot in the last few days, so a lot of people are starting to know about it. If we go here, then it's kind of got a lot of people searching about it in Europe, also kind of the Far East, where you've got places like Singapore, and yeah, it is getting more and more popular, and a lot of people are starting to know about it. Now, as we can see here, this is a kind of chart I've done, hopefully showing what I would like it to do in the future. Now, this isn't trading advice. I would definitely not recommend trading based on what I've said, but do your own research, have a look into it. This is basically what I would like to happen for it. So, as we can see here, this is where I invested, and this is pretty much how it's gone. It's gone down, it had a nice correction there. I've been buying a few more, swing trading around there, and it's kind of made its way back up here now. So, what I'm going to expecting it to do, I feel like it's going to follow this channel upwards it's created, and I feel like it's going to be going up quite a lot based on the meeting with Bosch and Microsoft. Hopefully some really good news comes up out of that. Obviously then you've got people buying the rumors and then selling the news, so it's kind of going to drop, and then the Paris meetup with Microsoft, I feel like it's going to push it up again. Now, why the growth in this? Why has IOTA been on this massive bullish run? I feel like it's mainly the hype around it, because a lot of people are starting to understand how the Tangle works, feel like it is a good replacement for the blockchain. Another thing I feel like is the partnerships. They have released some here with Volkswagen, Microsoft, Cisco, Samsung, and Fujitsu. Obviously, I'm going to be talking a little bit about that in a second. FOMO, a lot of people FOMO'd in, especially around this level here. FOMO and around there. I did buy some more there actually, and I was luckily kind of able to sell up the top there, so I made a nice profit on that. Now, when you have growth in a coin this much, yeah, you're going to have a lot of people FOMOing in. They feel like it's going to go even higher, so they buy at all-time highs, which is kind of a mistake, and I feel like everything above this level here is pretty much just FOMO. People thinking, yeah, it's going to go up further, and good for them. If they bought there and sold up there, they would have made quite a nice profit, but I feel like a lot of that was FOMO. Now, as we can see, we've got some nice resistance and also support levels here. This was kind of resistance getting above here first. It dipped down, and then it obviously found support back down here a couple of days ago now, which is when I was luckily able to buy quite a few more. Around the 25,000 Satoshi level, I bought quite a few. And also Korea, I feel like that was a reason why it was going up. As I said earlier, on the Korean exchanges, it was around $9 per coin back at the heights, which was pretty insane. It was around there. I think it was $9. I'm going to be talking now about some of the good things about the coin. Now, obviously, the Tangle is obviously what a lot of people think is a really good thing, and I also do think it's a good thing. Also, with the free and fast transactions that brings, like I did say, and also how it is infinitely expandable. And the more people that use it, then the faster it gets. Unlike the blockchain, where the more people that use it, then it's obviously going to get slower if you're not increasing stuff like the block size. Another thing here, quantum resistant. This is up for debate whether it's quantum resistant. They are claiming it is. I don't really know too much about quantum computing and how I can break RSA encryption and everything like that. I don't really understand too much about that, so that's just what I've heard. Quantum resistant, I guess go and do your research on that. If it is, then that's going to be very useful for when quantum computers come. Also, what we're going to be talking about now is the partnership. Obviously, the Volkswagen, for some reason I haven't included Bosch on that list, I don't know why, but Microsoft, I feel like it's a given, but there have actually been a few rumors that they are not actually partnered with some of these, especially Cisco and also possibly Volkswagen. There hasn't been any concrete evidence yet that they're partnered. They've actually brought it up saying that they are, but I think there was an email that was sent to Cisco asking if they were partnered, and they said they weren't officially partnered. So obviously any issue about partnerships not being real, I kind of feel like that was one of the reasons for the pullback. But Samsung was definitely the reason it went this high, especially in Korea, back when it was $8, $9 per IOTA. They really wanted it, because obviously Samsung is a South Korean company. Now onto the disadvantages. Now some of these disadvantages can very easily be turned into advantages and cause a massive price surge. Now, as we can see, the wallet. Now, the IOTA wallet clearly is not the best wallet. I haven't got it downloaded at the moment, but from what I have heard, the wallet is awful, and you're probably best off storing it in exchanges. For example, I currently use Binance. I think Binance is a good place to store it at the moment. Make sure you have two-factor authentication, everything like that on. But there'll be a link to Binance down in the description if you want to buy it on there. And also check out my videos on how to buy altcoins and how to buy Bitcoin. There'll be cards up in the top right of the screen up there right now. But the wallets can also be turned into a very good thing. For example, I'm pretty sure they're working on a wallet now, a really good one. Now, when a good wallet comes out for a coin, the value does normally increase quite a lot. We've seen that with quite a few cryptocurrencies in the past, and hopefully that will happen to IOTA. Another thing that is currently bad about it is vulnerability issues. There are obviously a lot of things to do with that. They were asked about it and they said that was all part of how it was meant to be, and it's kind of confusing. I don't really understand the vulnerability issues, but I definitely recommend go checking them out. Have a look up on the internet. There's a lot of things you can go and find about IOTA on there. Fake partnerships, we've already talked about that. Transactions are in fact 11 times larger than Bitcoin transactions. Now, I think Bitcoin transactions are 800 bytes. I may be wrong by that, but that's how much the average Bitcoin transaction uses in storage, and IOTA ones I think are around 10 kilobytes. It doesn't seem that much, but when you've got a lot of transactions, then that is quickly going to add up. And another thing that is bad about is that it is not yet on Bittrex. Now, Bittrex is one of the major exchanges. The fact it's not on Bittrex yet, maybe there's a reason for that. I don't really know. Maybe they don't want to get it on for some reason, but it has been in the Bittrex source code for me. I think it's like 2 or 3 months now. There's been so many rumors it's getting added, and coins that do get added to Bittrex normally enjoy a 40% increase in value. But could that happen for a coin that is already worth so much? I do not know. In the future, I do feel like this coin is going to be doing very well overall. If we do have a look over on the other graphs that people have been drawing, we've got a few here, people thinking it's a bull trap, it's going to be going down. I would highly say no. If we have a look here, we've got a lot of them here that are suggesting it's going to be going up, and even ones like this, I think it's going to be passing it very soon, maybe in the next couple of days. And I would really like something like that to happen. I feel like it would be very good. Another one going on there, another one going up there, and again, all of these are suggesting that it is going to go up. Now, don't take my advice, don't take these people as advice. Do your own research, have a look at the coin. Do you feel like this is going to be going up? And at the end of the day, let's go back to CoinMarketCap and finish it here. Bitcoin is currently worth about 20 times in value. Now, many people see IOTA as a direct competitor to Bitcoin, although they're kind of good for different things. Bitcoin's kind of more and more being seen as a storage of like digital gold, whereas IOTA's more based on free and fast transactions and the Tangle, everything like that. So they're kind of different things, but many people do see IOTA going all the way up to around the market cap of Bitcoin by the end of next year. So if that were to happen, then that would mean there would be a 2,000 times increase. Do I think IOTA's going to get up there? I feel like it has a good opportunity. As long as these partners they're getting are not fake, they're all real, and as long as these vulnerability issues all get sorted, I feel like IOTA is one to watch for 2018. I think it can easily gain to the market cap of Bitcoin by the end of next year, which would mean a lot of profit for a lot of people. And one other thing to finish it off, the level of IOTA, or the amount that it actually is, 2.7 billion. I think that's a really good thing. None of these top 8-9 coins really have any kind of volume around that. Ripple, it's kind of a different coin. It's mainly used for bankers, but as we can see, IOTA, it's got a low price compared to all of these, so it's a lot easier for people to understand, get into, and that low price compared to all the other coins, I think is going to do it pretty well. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this. I really hope you did gain some knowledge from this, and if you would like to ask any questions or any other videos you would like me to do, leave a comment. Obviously, leave a like. It's so much appreciated if you do leave a like. And yeah, I guess I'll see all of you guys in the next cryptocurrency episode. Goodbye.